Graham Murray Walker-Obey was an English motorsport commentator and journalist. He provided television commentary of live Formula One coverage for the BBC between 1976 and 1996, and for ITV between 1997 and 2001. During his 23-year run as full-time commentator, Walker became known for his animated enthusiasm, authoritative voice and comical blunders dubbed Murrayisms by fans during live races. His commentary voice has been likened to a screech and resembles a 500cc engine being revved up. He retired from full-time commentary after the 2001 United States Grand Prix, but returned to broadcasting part-time in 2005 and made occasional appearances on the BBC, Channel 4 and Sky Sports F1. Walker was born at 214 Reddings Lane in Hall Green, Birmingham, England, on 10 October 1923. His family is of Scottish descent. His father Graham Walker was a dispatch rider and works motorcyclist for the Norton Motorcycle Company, who participated in the Isle of Man TT. His mother, Elsie Spratt, was the daughter of Harry Spratt, a businessman from Leighton Buzzard, Bedfordshire. Walker was an only child. In 1925, Walker and his family moved to Wolverhampton when Graham became the competition manager for Sunbeam. The family later moved to Coventry in 1928, when Graham worked as the sales and competition director for Rudge Whitworth. Walker's education began with a governess at the family home, followed by spells at preparatory schools around the country. He attended Highgate School, gaining a distinction in divinity. While at Highgate he joined the school bugles, learning to play the bugle. Walker was at a trials event with his father in Austria when the outbreak of the Second World War occurred in September 1939. Upon returning to Britain, the Highgate school governors became concerned about the possible extent of bombing raids on London, and so Walker and his fellow pupils were evacuated to Westward Ho, in Devon, staying there until 1941. During this time, Walker rose to the rank of Company Sergeant Major of the School Corps. Walker was later conscripted into the armed forces and applied to volunteer for tanks, but was required to wait until a training place became available. In the meantime, Walker worked with the Dunlop Rubber Company, which offered 12 scholarships annually and was based at Fort Dunlop in Erdington, Birmingham. Walker had been evacuated to Erdington and lived with the Bellamy family at 58 Holy Lane. On 1 October 1942 he travelled to Wool in Dorset, where he reported to the 30th Primary Training Wing at Bovington, the headquarters of the Royal Armoured Corps. Walker later graduated from the Royal Military College, Sandhurst, and was commissioned into the Royal Scots Greys. The salute at his commissioning parade was taken by General Eisenhower. He went on to command a Sherman tank and to participate in the Battle of the Reichswald with the 4th Armored Brigade. He left the army having attained the rank of captain. Following the war, Walker briefly followed in his father's footsteps by taking up motorcycle racing, competing against, among others, a young John Surtees. After limited success, he switched to competing in motorcycle trials, where he made a greater mark, including taking a gold at the International 6 Days Trial and winning a first-class award at the Scottish 6 Days Trial. After briefly attending Roehampton Technical Institute to study shipping management, Walker worked in advertising for Dunlop and Aspro. He was then headhunted by McCann Erickson, where he worked on the firm's account with Esso. Following this, he was employed as an accounts director by the Macias Advertising Agency, with clients including British Rail, Vauxhall and Mars, for whom they created the slogan, "A Mars a day helps you work, rest and play." Walker repeatedly denied the attribution of the slogan to himself, saying that he was only an administrator on the project. He did not retire from this until the age of 59, long after he had gained fame as a commentator. He also briefly competed in motorcycle races himself. Walker created the slogan, "Thrill makes budgies bounce with health," an advertising slogan for Bird Seed in the 1960s, as well as the slogan, "Opal Fruits, made to make your mouth water." He is credited with the naming of the late 1960s Vauxhall Ventura, with the car's original proposed name, Ventura. being rejected by General Motors. Walker made his first public broadcast at Shelsley Walsh Hill Climb in 1948. He was given a recorded audition for the BBC at the 1949 Easter Monday Goodwood race. Walker later commentated on races alongside the tennis commentator Max Robertson, with his first radio broadcasting coming at the 1949 British Grand Prix for the BBC. He and Robertson were positioned at Store Corner for the event. His debut television broadcast came in the same year when he commentated on hill climbing at the Nats Valley motorcycle venue in Kent. His first regular broadcasting work was on Radio Cove,